Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Watertown, Wisconsin, here for Legion Baseball. First ever Legion broadcast here, technically in the Milwaukee area. And believe it or not, it's July, and Matt Peck, Elijah Vink Slaughter on our broadcast. Crazy times joining here. Elijah's working on getting a score bug up. We have a new score bug here at Zaleski Sports we're learning how to use. Sorry for the side angle. This is the only part of the park that has outlets, so this is where we are. So I'm going to talk about this tournament as a whole. So this tournament is being held at Washington Park in Watertown. The teams participated were Beloit, Heartland, Oconomowoc, and Watertown. Game 1 went in favor of Oconomowoc, 12-2 over Heartland. And then these two teams matched up right here. Watertown won the other night, 11-0. Yesterday, Beloit beat Heartland 11-4. Then Game 4, Watertown beat Oconomowoc 12-2. Then Beloit later that night won 6-2 to advance to today's game. So Watertown 2-0 coming into today's game, and then Beloit 2-1. So, but keep in mind, last time these two met up 2 days ago, it was a run rule win for this Watertown squad. So first, we'll give you the starting lineup for Beloit. First, it'll be Jaden Mosley, Callan Espinoza, Gunnar Herstead, Easton Underhill, Jackson Walenga, Adriel Salzar, Brennan Pearson, Wilmy Henriquez, and Austin Driver. Our umpire. All right. So leading off today here, it's as it is the Beloit. Is Watertown post 189 against Beloit. Beloit Senior Legion. So Legion League. So Beloit, the away team, at 2-1 record here on this beautiful July 23rd afternoon. So leading us off here is Jaden Mosley. Pitching for Watertown is Davis Cashin. First pitch is high and away, ball 1. Umpires this afternoon, Rob Rule behind the plate, Mike Hennison at second base, and Noah Tremor at third base. Or you should just say third umpires. That second pitch is in there for a strike from Cashin. Beautiful afternoon here. Not too hot, not too cold here in Watertown, Wisconsin. 1-1 pitch. That one swing and a miss. Strike 2. Foul to the back screen. So we'll do it once again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's high, ball 2. So it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes coming up here. Mosley, the hitter for Beloit. And swing and a miss, strike 3, as Mosley goes down swinging. As Cashin gets a punch out here on 4 pitches. So now Callan Espinoza will come up. Espinoza doing the catching today. With 1 away. Here's the pitch. Misses inside, ball 1. Had good movement on that pitch. But a little bit in. So 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. High and away, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes here for Cashin. 1 away here in this first inning as Mosley went down swinging to be in this game. Pitch is high and away again. 3 balls, no strikes. So 3-0 now, 1 out. Beloit potentially in the driver's seat of their first base run of the game as that went in there for a strike on 3-0. Nice comeback pitch right there. We'll see if Cashin can fight back here. 3-1 pitch. That one misses inside, ball 4. Beloit gets their first base runner on. via walk from Espinoza. Caden Tyler will run for Espinoza. So now Gunnar Herstead, the batter. Here's the pitch. Misses high and away, ball 1. Cashing a little bit early on, missing away a little bit. As you know, he's missing inside on righty hitters and missing away on lefty hitters. As Tyler takes his lead over there at first. Here's the pitch. Misses inside. This time 2-0 now. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one misses inside, ball 3. Throw back to first. They're going to try to get him. Not in time. Always going to keep your eye over there at first. Hurtgen threw down to first. To see if he was paying attention. He was. So Tyler gets back safely. So 3-0 now once again. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Hits the outside corner. So 3 balls, 1 strike. 3-1. Cashin looks over at first. Tyler takes his lead here. 1 away here in this first inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive. Center field. Hurtgen will make the catch. 2 away here in this first inning. We're kind of at an angle, so I kind of have to watch where that ball goes at first because we're more of an angle here. So Easton Underhill, the hitter now, the first baseman for this Beloit Senior Legion squad. Beloit Senior Legion, 9-4-1 on the season, according to their game changer. Watertown Post, a 15-5 season. I'll tell you how this tournament works. Watertown wins game 1, it's over. Watertown goes to state. Beloit takes game 1, we'll play a second game after this. As ball 1 misses outside. Beloit the other day fell 11-1 to this Watertown squad on Tuesday in the opening games. But Beloit, with the second best record, is still playing here on the last day. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice breeze out here in Watertown today. One. Here's the pitch. That one misses high and a little outside. 2-1 now. Very accommodating staff here in Watertown today. Excited to see us. No, not many games are streamed down here, specifically in Legion, so it's nice. Here's the pitch. That one misses low and outside. 3-1 now. The only time you really see games streamed in Legion is on Zaleski Sports up north, or else at the state tournament, which Zaleski Sports does as well. So, 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and Legion's not as strict with high school guidelines as the WIA. Here's a pitch. That one's popped up in the air. First base side. It'll be Washeda's. He makes the catch. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. No runs, but 1 stranded for Beloit. We'll be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, bottom of the first inning coming up here between the Beloit Senior Legion and the Watertown Post 189. Watertown coming to bat for the first time today. They are undefeated in this, let's just say this regional. They've 2-0, Beloit 2-1. Beloit, the second place team, is why they're still playing. The Watertown just seems like they've been pretty dominant in this tournament. This regional, they've, took 2 games already by run rule. Against this Beloit squad as well. Jaden Mosley, the pitcher for Beloit Senior Legion this afternoon. David Cashin will lead us off for Watertown. Mosley looks in. Here's the first pitch. In there for a strike. On the outside corner, 0-1 now. No balls, 1 strike. That one's popped up foul to the playground behind us. So now it'll be 0-2 on Cashin. Here's the pitch and called strike 3. Cashin goes down looking. 1 away here in this first inning. Watertown's coaching staff: Andy Cashin, Kevin Wilson, Rich Podrin, and Rocky Thrall. Meanwhile, Beloit Senior Legion is Coach Huff, Connor Hughes, Sean Waters, and Tyler Little. First pitch is in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. The batter now is Davis Cashin. But you notice it's a sort of brothers for the first 4 hitters here in this Watertown lineup. It's 2 Cashins and 2 Hurchins. And that one's a bunt. That's not going to be picked up anybody. It lands in no man's land, and Cashin is on via bunt. He must watch a lot of Milwaukee Brewers baseball to know how to bunt. So Conley Cashin reaches via base hit.
All right, we talk about the format of this tournament, right?
Yeah, it's
kind of reminds me a little bit of the College World Series type format where
it is.
Teams get multiple chances to win it all.
Right when somebody said understand how UWM's tournament went, I'm like, now I understand it. So here's the pitch, runner on, cash it on via bunt single to the third baseman. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Batter will be Jacob Hurchin. Pitch is high to Hurchin, 2-0 now. Cashin takes his lead at first. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Runner goes to second. Late steal. And Cashin's in there. He kind of took off late. He ran if the crossed home plate. It was like, you almost wonder if we were playing in scoring position. Hurchin looking to bring him home. Hurchin takes low. Ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Mosley looks at second. Here's the pitch. And that one misses low and inside. Ball 4. So now Hurchin walks. But guess what? We get another Hurchin next. It's going to be Calvin Hurchin now.
It's the beauty of Legion baseball, huh?
The beauty of Legion baseball, there's brothers all over the place. So now it's Calvin Hurchin. So everybody taking their leads. Calvin Hurchin takes strike 1. Oh, 0-1. Cashin and Hurchin take their lead, second to first. 0-1 pitch as that one's on the ground to third. Hursted will throw into first and high and away, thrown away. And runners will move up. But kind of just launched over the head over there at first base. The interesting part was I don't believe, Hurchin did not make it home. So even on the overthrow, he was advancing to third. He did not come home. So 2 away now. Pitches just missed for ball 1. So that's how it was scored. It was a fielder's choice. I missed the out at second base from the angle. So they got an out at second. So 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Pretty cool here. I mean, this is a little off topic to the game, but we get to display a new scoreboard.
Yeah, one that you'll see very often now on the network. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Here's the pitch. That one's on the ground and foul. Just a little bit left of the third base bag. 2 away, though. Mosley 1 out away from getting out of this inning. 1 strike, too. Blake Stamper, the hitter for Watertown. This is a Beloit squad that kind of wants to come back after the other night. Falling 11-1 to this Watertown squad. Here's the pitch. That one's on the ground. This one's going to get through. Base hit to left field. Hurchin will score, and the second Hurchin will score. That's a good way to put it. 2-0 Watertown here in this first inning. That one just snuck through Walanga and Enriquez. Nice diving effort, though. Almost came up with the play, just to keep it in the infield at least. Probably a tough play to turn around and throw the guy out at first, but, just to keep in the infield, will only score 1 run. But quickly, an early 2-0 Watertown lead here, as Blake Stamper comes through with a 2 RBI base hit. So now it'll be Hayden Doty. That one's fouled to the back screen, 0-1. As Mosley looks back at first. Here's the pitch, low, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Doty. So 1-1. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. It's the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Doty down to 2 strikes, but that's the last time when Magic came for Watertown. It was a 2-strike, 2-out base hit. So let's see if Watertown can keep the inning alive or Beloit get out of it. Here's the pitch. That one's in the air. Popped up shallow. Will it fall? It will. Base hit. And it gets away, too. He's going to be held at third base as Stamper got away immediately behind the right fielder. So Stamper moves up to third. It'll be a kind of a bloop base hit by Doty. It'll be considered a Pearson, but it... So on last place. So now it'll be Alex David to try to extend Watertown's lead once again here in this first inning. It was kind of blue pop-up, just kind of in no man's land there. It's part of baseball is that pick off attempt at first base gets Doty diving back into first base. David steps back in here. Here's the pitch. That one is ripped to left field. Down base hit. Here comes another run. And it gets by the left fielder, Salzar. This is going to score another run. Doty will come home to score. And it is 4-0 Watertown. Kind of a rough bounce out there. Did you see how that ball just bounced?
It's kind of tough luck so far for Beloit, huh?
Yeah, it was just kind of a ball that was ripped, but that ball just seemed like it really bounced right over his head. So Doty, which he barely moves up to second on a normal base hit, gets all the way home. And David all the way to second base, but David will be just a single most likely. It'll be an error. So here's the pitch to Drew Shower now. We're in the 8th hole now already for this Watertown squad. Here's the pitch. That pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That one is on the ground, foul to the right side. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. Watertown probably pretty satisfied with their first inning so far. 4 runs across. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. But Watertown plates 4 here on the first day. 4 hits, 2 errors for Beloit. RBI is coming from Stamper and David. We move to the top of the second inning. 4-0 here, Watertown early on.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
Back here on Zaleski Sports, top of the second inning here. From Washington Park and Watertown here. Watertown 4-0 lead. Beloit coming to bat for the second time today, but in a 4-0 hole early on. Here's the pitch. That one is popped up. Foul. First base side. We'll go out of play. Ooh. Van Walken, she was nearly hit. She looked just like nothing happened. But that ball was inches away. Oh, there we go. Now I'm gone. No balls, 1 strike. Is that what misses low? 1-1 now. Yeah, we're sitting under a tree, but if a pop fly comes over here, we're going to watch out and make sure that ball doesn't take a direct hit.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. Is that one misses a little bit high and away? 2 balls, 1 strike now. The hitter is Walengas. That one's popped up in the air. Hurchin in center field will make the catch, 1 away. So Jackson Walenga flies out to center field. So 1 away now in this second inning. Here's the pitch. That one is ripped and down base hit into left center field. Stamper will cut it off. That's Adriel Salzar with the first Beloit hit of the day as that one gets away from first base. Salzar will move up to second base. No clue why he would throw it to first base, as he's not going to go anywhere.
Just got to go to the cutoff man there, right?
Yeah.
Just got to have the right communication and the right scenario right there. And Watertown, obviously they're up 4-0 right now, but you don't want one of those to haunt you later. Oh,
Exactly.
Man, that confused me at first.
Yeah, there's a lot of things today so far have confused me. So it'll be an error against the Watertown post. That was in there for a strike. Be a called strike. The hitter now will be Brennan Pearson. He's the 7th hitter in this Beloit Legion lineup. Pearson swinging a miss, strike 2. See, Legion's kind of a thing more outskirts. By us, you have some Legion teams in the Milwaukee area, but there's a lot of travel ball in our area that kind of takes some of those kids away. Out here, there's not as much access. Well, you got GRB, that's not far from here in the Madison area. So that one's popped up behind.
I did remember like a year or two ago there was a Milwaukee team that made it to the state
Milwaukee
thing.
Fire Department pipeman.
Actually knew one of the guys on the team.
Joel Recklitz, of course I know him. He used to coach over at Wilson Park.
No, I knew one of the players on the team. I think it was Eli Beck.
Yeah, he used to coach at Wilson Park back when I used to play. So that's kind of how I recognize the name. I thought it was kind of cool to see somebody you know on Zaleski Sports. Ooh. That one's high, ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1-2 now to Pearson. Here's the pitch, and that one's lined to first. That'll actually be the second cash-in. Goes on to first in time. Salazar moves up 90 feet to third base. 2 away here in this top of the second. Both teams playing for a chance to go to the state tournament in Marshfield. There's another state tournament for Legion this weekend, and I think another Watertown team made it too. We were talking to the coach. They're up in Chippewa Falls. So two outs. First pitch is low for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Salazar on third, the runner. Pitch is in there for a strike, so 1 ball, 1 strike now. Hitter now is Wilmy Henriquez. Here's the pitch. Low, misses low, below the knees, and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Next delivery. That one, just at the knees, but just a little bit outside. So be 3 balls, 1 strike. So 3-1 delivery as that one misses high, ball 4. And Beloit Senior Legion has some traffic on bases sitting. As they'll go to their 9-hitter, Driver. Their 9-hitter will be Austin Driver. Imagine if he had the first name of Donald.
Packers legend.
Packers legend for sure. Here's the pitch, as that one's in there for a strike. So 0-1 now on Austin Driver. Here's the pitch, misses outside, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one's popped up in the air. Center field. Hurchin has been a busy man out there. He'll once again be a busy man. We head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Beloit strands 2 on base. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Watertown with a 4-0 lead.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline Motor Oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
Back here on Zaleski Sports Bottom second inning, Landon Wagitas will lead off for Watertown. Watertown sends their ninth hitter to the plate, nearly batted around last inning. Scored plate and 4 runs to the plate, but they're top of the order will already be due up at the next hitter in this bottom of the second inning. First pitch misses low, ball 1 outside. Here's the pitch. Hits the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one's ripped to short. And will they say it's a catch? Hey, hang on. It's a nice catch over there by the shortstop, Walenga. But I was just waiting to make sure it was a catch, and they will say it was a catch. Because it kind of look close to the dirt, but you just got to make sure before you make that call. So 1 away here. Nice line drive, too, able to keep that one out of the dirt. And even if he doesn't keep that one out of the dirt, still a nice stop. And pretty fast off the bat. So now it'll be Davis Cashin. Struck out looking in the first inning. First pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, this Watertown team, we were doing our research on them, and they, they've won by a good fair share of their last few games, right?
Yeah, especially in this tournament. Yeah, I should say, I keep calling it a tournament, this regional. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, they've had 2 run rules. So they're not used to playing past 5 innings. That pitch is low, 2 balls, 1 strike. But let's see if Beloit can put a little bit of a challenge into him today, as Beloit's in a winner-go-home game. Watertown, not as much. But if Beloit would win this first game, both teams would be in a winner-go-home next game. So that one hits the outside corner, right at the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, rare scenarios where we get a double elimination for one of the teams.
I know.
So if they lose it, it's funny. Like they say, this is not the end of the world.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and that one's fouled to the dugout. Ricochets off the dugout. Will remain 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This pretty much puts this game at house money for Watertown, especially if they don't find a way to win this game. Obviously, they're already in a good spot, but anything or crazy things can happen.
You'd much rather win the first game because pressure will really be on next game.
They hit him.
That pitch will hit him, as Cashin will take first base. Kind of hit him right in the back. So Watertown with a runner on once again this inning. So now it'll be Conley Cashin, who singled on a bunt last time to the third baseman. So they'll probably be looking for that bunt once again, Beloit. And Herstead kind of playing. He's kind of come in a little bit. He's expecting it as he shows bunt. So they're looking for Cashin to possibly bunt again here. So there's a pickoff attempt at first base. Cashin, Hurchin. As that one is popped up in the air. Left field, and it'll be caught out there by the left fielder, Salzar. Kind of had to run that down with the wicked wind we have here, but makes the catch 2 away. So now it'll be Jacob Hurchin. Here's the pitch. That was lined to right field. And it will get down. Base hit all the way to the wall. Hurchin will turn and head to second. Here comes Cashin home. He will score. And it's an RBI double for Jacob Hurchin. And it's 5-0 Watertown. That one was ripped. You couldn't tell from over here if it was going to stay fair.
Couldn't tell on camera either.
Yeah.
We
well, we got the glare over here. it kind of hit against the wall. Like if it got a little bit more height, it could have sailed out of here for a home run. So now we'll deal with another Hurchin, Calvin Hurchin. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Here's the pitch. That one's popped up to the left field side and foul. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the only Legion action on the network today. We got a lot. Let's see. We look at the schedule. I'll talk to you about that in a minute here. And that one's pounded into the ground, but would be foul off the foot. So Legion action on the network today. There's Legion baseball in New London, Chippewa Falls, Stevens Point, at Bayport, at Kimberly, here in Watertown, and also in Toma. So they're all over the place today here on the network. And State will be in Marshfield next week. No balls, 2 strikes here on Hurchin. That one misses outside, ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hurchin fouls that one behind. Will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mosley has a runner on base, being Jacob Hurchin. Here's the pitch. That one's on the ground. And that one's going to get through a base hit. Hurchin will come home to score. It is 6-0, just past the shortstop, Olenga. He's almost had 2 great plays out there today. Just snuck through the glove. And it'll be 6-0 Watertown. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, like I mentioned before, if you're just joining us, Watertown wins the first game. Everything is over. They go to State. If Beloit would make a comeback here, we would go to a second game today. So if you're not sure how it works, Blake Stamper, he has that one. He lines that one to center field, but right underneath it is Pearson. Watertown scratches across 2 more here in this second inning. We head to the third inning, a 6-0 lead for Watertown post 189.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline Motor Oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 180,000 participants here in Wisconsin who take part in high school sports.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, top of the third, here from Watertown, Wisconsin. This is Washington Park, right in Watertown area. So, Jaden Mosley will lead us off here in this third inning. That ball misses low, ball 1. Pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cashin remains the pitcher for Watertown. He's only given up 1 hit so far. Here's the pitch. That one misses low. It'll be 3 balls, 1 strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and that one misses outside. Ball 4. So Mosley on with the leadoff walk this inning. So now Kellen Espinoza will step in the batter's box. Here's a pitch. That one's on the ground. Through, base hit to left field. Espinoza gets the 2nd hit of the day for this Beloit squad. So now Gunnar Hurstead with 2 guys on here. With a chance to change the scoreboard here. And it wouldn't change Watertown's lead, but it would really put him right back in this one.
Put the momentum on the other side, if you will.
Yeah, that's for sure. Here's the pitch to Hurstead. He swings and misses. Strike 1, so 1 ball, 1 strike.
Wanted to cut the lead in half right there.
I don't blame him.
Watertown definitely put the pressure on now, saying that we really don't want to get a 2nd game.
1 ball, 1 strike, as that one hits the outside corner, strike 2.
So overhearing a few of the players for Watertown as they were warming up, they were saying, you know, let's finish this now.
Exactly.
So they don't have to later.
Well, if you're a team, you want to finish it now. You'd rather, no matter which team you are, you don't want to play a 2nd game.
Because then the fatigue starts kicking in the 2nd
and
game.
then before you know it, Beloit, they get to 2nd game, you got momentum. And swing and a miss, strike 3. As Hurstead goes down swinging. So 2 away now. Or 1 away, excuse me.
Had me thinking I was messing up for a sec.
So now it'll be East and Underhill with 1 away here. Mosley and Tyler on base. Tyler the pitch runner. That one's ripped foul. First base side. Just seeing how some of these baseballs come out the bat today.
Flying.
They're flying. I think to myself, man, if I was in the way of that thing.
Oh, we got a cage in front of us. But if there's a pop fly, you never know. Is that Amtrak passing by?
Yeah. So no balls, 1 strike. 1 out.
No balls, 1 strike.
1 away here as that one misses outside, ball 1. So 1-1 now as Cashin looks in. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. So 1-2 on Underhill here. Cashin looking to battle back. Underhill looking to get Beloit on the scoreboard here. That one misses inside and nearly to get out of the way. That one, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch. That one misses low, ball 3. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Beloit 1 pitch away from having the bases loaded. Potentially. Big pitch here, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one is lined to short on the ground. Doty will take it on the second, on the first. Double play. He took it himself and leaped in the air and made that terrific throw to first base. Beloit leaves 2 stranded. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 6-0 Watertown lead here on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house was brand new again.
Back here on Zaleski Sports. 6-0 lead for the Watertown Post. Beloit, pretty big baseball city, also home to the Beloit Skycarp.
Famous minor league affiliate of the Miami Marlins. The high A team, right?
Yeah, you always think of baseball in Wisconsin, you think Timber Rattlers, but yeah, Beloit Skycarp home to the Miami Marlins.
They're not the only Wisconsin.
That one's popped up in the air. First pitch. Right field. It'll be caught. That'll be by the right fielder, Driver. So Doty flew out to right. So David steps in. David lines that one to right field, down, base hit. Driver's been busy out there to open up the inning.
One of the cool things I like about this is you get to pick your numbers in this league.
Yeah.
Number 50 for David. You don't see that a lot in the WIA where teams get the chance to pick high numbers.
You know, it's kind of cool because you got all these Legion posts that have baseball teams, I think, around our area. But which Legion post could have a baseball team? There's the Oak Creek Legion right on Shepherd that's kind of near us. Franklin doesn't have a Legion, believe it or not. But fire departments can be part of this league. Throwback to first, meanwhile, is safe. You know, there's the Greendale Legion with Ray and Dots. That's another Legion post. There's a Legion post in South Milwaukee. I think there's one in Muskego too. So some of these Legion posts could have baseball teams.
Like
that'd be kind of cool.
With our area though,
it's kind of harder with the travel teams.
The travel ball.
Yeah, it's tougher. Not saying they don't exist out here. It's just, you know, more kids resort to more.
One of our past sponsors, Prospect Training Academy, is one of the big names for the travel ball that's going on right now, and some teams like Hitters Academy. I'm trying to think of more.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
Like Bigler's got one now.
Yeah. Just speaking of Bigler, Jeff Bigler just retired as Brookfield Central head baseball coach a couple weeks ago. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Congratulations to him.
Nick Brengaz as well, the Arrowhead head baseball coach, has also stepped down to take more time with his family. So those are 2 notable openings in the Milwaukee area. That one's popped up in the air high. Left field. Be a left fielder making the catch, Salzar. It'll be 2 away. Landon Woshitas will bat now for Watertown with 1 runner on base. It just seems like Beloit not able to get a shutdown inning yet. 1 on the way here. Let's see if they can do it this inning. As that one's foul, tipped in the glove. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike with 2 away. And then second pitch is in their first strike, so now 0-2.
This will be a huge set down inning for Mosley here if he can get it.
Absolutely. So no balls, 2 strikes now. As Mosley looks back here at first. 0-2 pitch. And that one misses outside. Steal of second base. Throw down is going to be in time to get him. As David steals second base and caught stealing by the catcher Espinoza. First inning, Watertown's been held scoreless today. We head to the 4th inning, a 6-0 lead for Watertown on Zaleski Sports.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house was brand new again.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices, you got them. In-store, online, we drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, top of the 4th inning here from Watertown. 6-0 lead for Watertown here at their home stadium. Here's the pitch, misses high, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. And that one's ripped in the air, left side. That one will carry out a play, foul. Jackson Walinga, the hitter for to lead off the 4th. Cashin still the pitch for the Watertown squad.
He's doing a really great job too.
Yeah, so far today he is. He's settled in. He gave up a couple hits, but up until last inning, he only had 1 hit allowed. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one misses outside, ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike. As that one misses again, 3-1 now. Strike that one in their first strike. So now Cashin trying to battle back here on Walinga. 3-2. That one's popped up in the air and will go out of play. So remain 3-2. So we'll remain 3-2. At first when that ball was popped up, I thought it was coming this way. It ended up way over there.
What are we at a professional sporting event right now with the 50-50
yeah.
raffle?
Less the pot's 30,000. I don't want any. I'm joking. That one's popped up again. Here's Walinga continues
Might
to
have
stay
to
alive.
invest tomorrow while we head to Miller Park.
Yeah, there you
I'm just
go.
gonna say it that way.
Yeah. Sounds better.
They're hopefully our Brewers could get a Miller too.
Yeah, 3
by the
balls,
deadline.
2 strikes. Yeah, you're right. Here's the pitch as that one misses outside, ball 4. They asked for Peel on the swing. He did not go.
Those are always fun. It's like the unintentional challenge in the high school game.
Yeah. So now it'll be Adriel Salazar. So Walenga takes the lead at first. Here's the pitch. That one misses high, ball one. So 1-0. That one's popped up in the air. First baseman, Macedas, makes the catch. One away.
You know, while we're on the talk of changes, it's been a while since we've been on air here. How about that shot clock change that they're planning on implementing in basketball?
For basketball, that's a big one coming up here this year. It's just non-conference games early only. Both teams have to agree to it, obviously. It cannot be used in the playoffs. Just the regular season, but still, step in the right direction.
It'll just be in the non-conference games too, right? From what I believe I heard.
Therefore, here at Zaleski Sports, if you don't have a shot clock at your game, we will not come. I'm joking.
Our new score bug is gonna have to implement that.
Yeah, that's probably why I think we updated our score book too. Probably part of the reason.
Seems like we evolve every year.
Yeah.
Trevor Zaleski and the team up there do a really fantastic job.
Oh yeah. So 2 balls, no strikes.
We're actually using the Beloit Memorial, and I think that's just how we're playing that out for the tournament.
So that one misses. 3-0 now.
Maybe at state though. I love the two themes for both jerseys, especially for the Watertown ones.
So when Legion post heads to state, I'm sure it's a big deal for that post, as that one's fouled to the back, to the street. Not to the street.
Kind of makes me wonder.
Oh, that's a turf field, so I don't know how many teams play on turf field.
Not a lot.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So maybe they would probably have to play somewhere else.
The state tournament's coming up next week in Marshfield, where that all the games will be streamed on Zaleski Sports.
That's for sure. As that one's popped up in the air. Third baseman, David, will call for it. He makes the catch. 2 away. So now it'll be Enriquez batting for Beloit. The 8th hitter in this lineup. As that pitch misses high, ball one. Cashing up to 72 pitches. I gotta check, and I'm not sure.
First broadcast not affiliated with WIA.
I know. That one's popped up in the air. This is a chance. That is 3 foul.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. Be great.
Participate!
We're back with better.
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security.
Next up, networks.
Back here on Zaleski Sports. Bottom of the 4th. We were just talking in between innings about Legion baseball and then travel baseball. You know, he told us, like, you know, kind of just seems like it's not as big as it used to be. You know, travel baseball is such a big thing in the outfield. As that one goes against the wall. And it'll be turning third. Nope, he'll stay at second. He thought about it.
So if Watertown gets 4 runs here and Beloit doesn't find their way to score in the 5th, they're going to be on their way. Storm. That's their team name.
Yeah, Davis Cashin. Well, it's kind of funny because they crossed out Storm on my lineup card. They put post 189. So they must have changed.
Their high school team, right?
Most of them probably go to Watertown High School. As that one's on the ground to short. Well,
huge play right there to start it off.
Conley cashing now. Cashin takes in their first strike.
He could cash in the run from first.
Yeah.
I joked there.
Oh, yeah, I did. Cashin, yeah. That one's on the ground to third. So it'll be second and third, one away here for Watertown as Cashin puts that one in the outfield. He didn't quite cash it.
We're going a little too far now.
Yeah, we always make references like this if
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't watch us. Jacob Perchin now, the hitter, bad up there. Probably one of the guys in the running to be highlight house player of the game. Here's a pitch, that one misses.
The run that could be. Oh,
Pitch misses outside. Throw back to second is. Oh, wow, they got him.
Wow. Never mind. Scratch what I was going to say. I was about to bring up the tying run situation, but now with that unbelievable play, that kind of swifted the momentum a little bit.
Espinoza is a cannon from an arm. Threw it down there. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. So now 2-2. 2 strikes. That one is ripped in the air. Foul to the left side. And that looked like that was heading towards the street, but it went nowhere near the street.
Close.
Just shows this is outside, ball 3. 2 costly mistakes for Watertown that's sitting on the base path. Otherwise, they could really be in damage scenario, right? 2 runners on now for Calvin Hurchin.
So all the brothers just going back to back to back to back.
1 for 2 today with an RBI. Of them, I can't keep track of all of them.
That's right.
Didn't even have to dive for that one. Able to save. That gets by him or falls. That's 2 runs. So we head to the 5th. Still 6-0 Watertown.
For me. So how would you two get to know me?
You want time?
I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service, and coverage may just...
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quaison, Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
If you want to get something going, you probably got to do it now. Cashin's still the pitcher for Watertown. That one's on the ground to third.
You might have read my mind right there, though, because I was like, is Cashin still pitching in my head?
Yeah, I can read minds. Yeah, I read your mind. I was like, Elijah needs to know Kidder 0 for 1 today. Takes low, ball 1. Mosley also drew a walk earlier. Struck out earlier in the game as well.
I think the one thing we've done a lot more of so far this year in this job is travel a lot more to new cities.
Yeah.
And this is the first time we're actually traveling. So they could try to get something going here.
So reminded everybody, if you're just joining in and out with us, sorry we're a little glitchy here. We're on the company network. We're streaming in the lowest quality possible. That one's in the air. Center field. And a nice catch out there by Hurchin, able to run it down. As Cashin looks over at first base, Cashin at 81 pitches. That one misses outside to Hurstead 1-0. Here's the pitch. Misses outside again. 2-0. On Mosley. He tried to run away from first base to pretend that he overthrew the ball. Here's for them. Watch you jog, pull the pole. Go back again. Low 3-1. Throw back to first is just in there again. As Mosley just gets back. Nice throw from the catcher, Hurchin. First baseman over there's got some tricks. Machidas. opportunity back and forth with us. Watertown hangs on to win. They're going to state in Marshfield next week. Beloit wins. They can make a miraculous comeback. We play a second game at 7 o'clock. I'll say the same.
Feels like
Watertown, because they got a chance to win. Is that they're going to call that hit by pitch? So now Beloit has them loaded. And one swing of the bat. As I think we might see a change here, or else this isn't the regular manager.
Chat.
That's a really good chance to be a hero here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. As that one misses outside, ball 1. That one is popped up. Left side and out of play.
This is definitely the biggest at-bat of the game right here. 1 out can get you out of this.
Here's the pitch. Misses high, ball 1. That's one thing you haven't seen a lot of today. Pass balls.
Nope.
I haven't noticed a lot of those today. That one's popped up in the air. Left field. Stamper. Underneath it, he'll make the catch. And Watertown survives the bases loaded. 2-out threat from Beloit. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still 6-0 Watertown here on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 7. Thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Back here at Zaleski Sports, bottom of the 5th inning here from Watertown, Wisconsin. Watertown 6-0 lead. We were in that territory though, where if they would tack on a couple runs and get this thing to 10 or something, or 10-run lead, the game would be over. So they've actually been held scoreless the last 2 innings now. One thing to note. So Beloit, after giving up 6 runs in the first 2 innings, it's been held scoreless since for Watertown. Here's the pitch. That one misses low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stamper, the hitter for Watertown. Here's the pitch. That one swings and misses at the outside pitch. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2. That one's on the ground. Past the third baseman. And the shortstop had the backup of Olenga, but got through his glove. So nice backup by the shortstop, but just got a little bit under his glove. But he was in the right spot. So Stamper reaches here as the first run of the inning.
Yeah, they're still rolling with Mosley for pitcher here. Seems like they're going to let it ride for a little while.
He's only at 70. So now it'll be Hayden Doty. 1 for 2 today. Had a single earlier. Here's the pitch. Bunt is shown. A chance to play some trickery. Throw over to first in time. Nice play over there by the pitcher, Mosley.
Did the job.
Stamper moves up to second. Did the job with the bunt. So Doty with the sacrifice bunt. Watertown, 10 hits on the day. So David now up 2 for 2 today. It's been the hot hitter for this team. Takes high, ball 1. Pitch misses outside, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch, misses low, ball 3. So 3-0 now on David. So 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch, misses it high, ball 4. So 2 runners on, 1 out now. Drew Shower, the hitter. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Only 1 out, too, so if Watertown can get any more runs they can get, they might want to try to end this one early.
Yeah. That one's swing and a miss, foul tip. Foul ball to the left side. Will be no balls, 2 strikes. So 0-2 now on Shower. He's 0 for 2 today. Shower, swing and a miss, strike 3. He goes down swinging. So 2 away. Landon Bushidas now. One for 2 today. Here's the pitch. That one misses low and out. Ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside. 2-0 now.
Their bullpen's all the way out in the outfield. It's kind of like the MLB.
Yeah. 2-0 now. Throws back to second. No, he faked the throw. Stepped off.
Wonder if they have a gate out there so like they can run in like a pitcher.
Run in like Trevor McGill.
Maybe Mason Miller in a couple weeks. We'll see.
That'd be nice. 3 balls, no strikes. Hey, Adam McKelvey of thebrewers.com started saying, hey, man, they're going to be aggressive this year. There's hints that they're going to be more aggressive than normal. This is coming from the Brewers beat reporter, too.
And Tarek Skubal, too.
They managed to get both of them. They don't win it all. Oof. As that one misses outside. Ball 4.
Now bases loaded now.
Bases loaded now, and now the game-winning run comes up.
As crazy as that sounds.
Yeah.
And the guy to do that is the top of the order in the pitcher, Cashin.
Davis Cashin.
Sure, this sellout crowd today.
Yeah, solid crowd.
It's gonna want the.
Your definition of solid and mine are different.
Yeah. Still a pretty good crowd here for.
Yeah, it was better than what
4 p.m.
Last we checked before the game, that one's popped up in the air, left field, and it'll be caught out there by Salzar. We'll head to the 6th inning. Still a 6-0 lead for Watertown as they leave him stranded. Back here at Zaleski Sports. Top of the 6th inning here from Watertown. Salazar will lead us off here. Cashin's still the pitcher for Watertown. As that pitch misses high, ball 1. Here's the pitch. Is that one misses high, 2-0. Sorry, they said I didn't see the foul ball symbol, but it was a ball. Foul ball, so 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch curves in there for a strike, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Salazar goes down, swinging it 1 away.
We'll get to, by the end of this day, we'll get to send another team to state again.
Crazy.
I always love sending teams to state in every sport we do.
Brendan Pearson, he lines that would follow the left side. Yeah, it's always fun.
Last team we previously did that with was, oh boy, Fond du Lac. Jeez.
Well, I could have used Zaleski Sports last year at Wilson Park.
Yep.
That'd have been fun. That one swings and misses, strike 2. The problem is
basketball this year.
I wouldn't be on the mic.
Basketball this year, we sent McFarland to state.
Baseball, we sent
Fond du Lac.
Yeah, Fond du Lac. That was swinging and a miss, strike 3. Just think about it. This year on the sport, we never sent the Milwaukee team to state at all. Never once. Well, Fond du Lac, some of them will consider Milwaukee because they still get Milwaukee news up there. But
football, we covered state football.
We did the scoreboard show at home.
Yeah, but we covered state as well. I love that experience, getting to go out there. We're still technically, I'm kind of still reflecting on the 25-26 school year as we're still kind of in that right now.
Yeah, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That pitch is misses high, 2-0. Yeah, we'll have another broadcast this summer. Join us next Friday from the American Family Field for the Milwaukee Baseball Club All-Star Game. Another special event here on Zaleski Sports, which just came about today. That's at 5:30 next Friday. It's the Milwaukee Baseball.
Forgot about one more this weekend.
Yeah, Elijah's going to Madison for soccer to train our new Verona crew.
Sponsors.
How to work for Zaleski Sports.
Yeah,
it's
funny. I can say that I'm the.
As Enriquez draws a walk.
I'm the veteran here now at Zaleski Sports. The 3-year vet.
There you go.
So I get to train Spencer Saltz and crew out for the Verona team. We're gonna have a Madison crew now.
Yeah, just for all Verona games, as that one's popped up in the air, right field. Nice catch out there by Schauer in kind of foul territory. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, still 6-0 Watertown here in the regional here.
Who are we? We are a locally owned and operated business serving our community for over 60 years. We have expanded to 3 locations with over 1 million square feet of combined production space. We have an elite workforce of over 400 employees. We have built stadiums for the Vegas Raiders, Indianapolis Colts, Atlanta Falcons, Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, and more. Who are we? There's only one answer.
Beer battered cheese curds now at Nasonville Dairy. Get them before they're gone in Marshfield at Weber's Farm Store, Curtis, and at the Nasonville Worldwide Headquarters on Highway 10 just west of Marshfield. Master cheesemaker Ken Hyman, tell us more about beer battered curds.
We've been acknowledged as having some of the best curd in the nation and in the world. We actually finished first in the world last year, world competition. So here we are, and we always compete well with other people. So now it's the idea of making a beer batter that could be the best in the world.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, bottom of 6th. 1 0 Watertown. 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 1 0 We're heading towards, like, end time.
What was that song you had?
I can't remember.
I low-key forgot now, too. You brought it up during state baseball.
State baseballs. That one's popped up in the air. Right field.
Or sectional final baseball. That's what I meant.
Oh, man, I can't remember it. Closing time?
Closing time, yes.
Closing time.
You could say that again.
Yeah, I should have played at the end of the season last year.
I'll be on air on Saturday at the All-Star Soccer, Senior All-Star Soccer games, but I'll only be producing that game, so I could focus.
This Cashin flies out there. Yeah, he'll be sitting there.
Focus.
That one is actually hit by pitch, so Hurchin will draw a hit by pitch walk.
Yeah, it looks like Beloit Memorial. I mean, not Beloit. The Bandits are gonna keep Mosley in this game too. Which, like how the Brewers do it, try to eat up the innings, even though
that's the Milwaukee Brewers way, the neat way. I'll just say that. That was ripped to left. Running to catches that time is Salzar. He's been busy out there so far today in left field. So now Blake Stamper here with 2 away. Here's the pitch that one misses in ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one's on the ground. The second through the second baseman's glove. Past Enriquez. And the throw coming in. Enriquez will cut it off. Hurchin moves from first to third.
Heard one of the players on the Watertown dugout. I remember you said that earlier. Saying that's automatic.
Yeah. I was gonna say
hits keep coming.
If we went to Waterford, I wouldn't feel like I use as much gas. Yeah. So now it'll be Doty. Throws back to first, back in there easily.
Well, you got to give some credit here, though. I mean, after the first 2 innings, Mosley's been automatic on the mound. He hasn't given up a run since.
You just wonder where this game would be at. This game would, if there wasn't a bad first 2 innings.
Couple mistakes, too.
Wasn't a bad 2 first innings for Beloit. You might be sitting here at a 0-0 game here in the bottom of 6, wondering, will we play a second game?
Guess we'll
the
never
second
know.
game is not, I shouldn't say it's not impossible, but
into the seats.
Odds are sitting lower at this time as it's 0-2, 2 outs here on Doty. That one's ripped foul to the right side.
Try to do the old hit and run special there.
So Stamper takes his lead over there at first. Hurchin at third. Doty the hitter. Doty swinging a miss, strike 3. We head to the 7th. The last opportunity for Beloit Legion. We'll see what they can do here in the 7th. Watertown 3 outs away from Marshfield State. We'll see you after this on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to the competition where only the best healthcare plans rise to the top. Megasure.
Presenting Paperwork Pound Cake, a half-baked plan with flaky service sprinkled on top.
Ooh. Next up, Security Health Plan.
I call this one the Sweet Security. It has high-quality coverage folded in, and it's frosted with award-winning local service that's sweet but never sugar-coated.
That's a slice of better. Chef Security, congratulations. Truly the recipe for better.
This summer, the whole family is invited to Marshfield's home base for fun. Woodfield Inn & Suites, where great rooms come with great rates. Splash around in the indoor pool. Mom and Dad unwind in the hot tub. Let your kids take over the arcade. Book your family getaway at Woodfield Inn & Suites. The 2026 American Legion State Baseball Tournament is in Marshfield. Make Woodfield Inn and Suites your home base.
Back here on Zaleski Sports. We just had a commercial about booking your hotel for State Legion. Well, whoever wins this game, not going to talk about winners yet, but that's a hotel ID for you.
Woodfield.
Woodfield Inn and Suites in Marshfield. So last chance for Beloit.
Right now it's looking like it'll be Watertown, but you never know. Like you said, we never like to call games early.
Yeah, I'd never do that just in case.
I think we might. I think we're gonna keep the same pitcher in this game with Cashin.
Might as well ride with them to the end. The first pitch misses high, ball one. Here's the next pitch. That one's ripped in the air. Center field. Urchin makes the catch. One away.
Two more outs away for them to start the party.
They can head to the Legion post, have the cheap alcohol, and call it a party. Nope, not the kids. I'm joking.
Head coach can.
The parents can. Oh, they're gonna have to. I think they're gonna pull them. I think with 105.
Andy Cashin, you can start the party.
Yeah, there you go. So that sounds a little bit better.
He was that coach, right?
Yeah, I'll make sure after the game. This line of card doesn't have a coach name on it.
We had a good talk with him pregame, and it was.
He looked like he was waiting for us.
He told us he was first finding out yesterday that they were going to be on the broadcast, and we're like, well, we're honored to have you guys here. We're from Milwaukee, but we like this new challenge and getting the opportunity to call a playoff game.
Yeah.
We call this the Summer League Zaleski Bowl.
Call baseball in the summer. Something that we never thought we'd do, but hey.
It's like Van Sickle is going to come into pitch.
So it's going to be Evan Van Sickle into pitch for Watertown. They'll get the final 2 outs, but our highlight house player of the game, let's look at Cashin. Cashin's line is 6 1/3 pitch, 2 hits, 7 walks, and 4 strikeouts. You know, he might be our leader for highlight house player of the game. Let's take a look at the hitting side of things. Earl Stamper, the hitter. I think we're going to give it to the pitcher. He went 106 pitches, almost a complete game. Kept him to 0 runs.
I suppose that's why they had to pull him, huh? Because of the pitch count rules still apply in this league too.
Well, he's at 106.
Yeah.
So he must have
went over.
Yeah.
But obviously you don't want to waste an arm for State next week if they can hold on here.
Absolutely.
But if for some reason Beloit, the Bandits pull off some unbelievable comeback here, I mean, you won't have them.
If they pull off a comeback, they'll be upgraded to the Beloit Sky Car. So Evan Van Sickle takes over here with 2
sure
outs
the Marlins
remaining
would
here.
love that.
Yeah. Possibly play for the Miami Marlins, who are not having, but despite being swept by the Brewers last weekend, they're not having that bad of a year.
No.
Which is actually surprising they got swept by the Brewers.
They did do worse than how the Mets did against us, though.
Yeah.
Mets were able to rattle one off against us the other day.
In lucky fashion. Is that one misses outside ball 1 on the first pitch on Espinoza. Espinoza 1 for 2 today. He takes it there for a strike. That one's on the ground to short and through a base hit to left field. As Espinoza gets on with only Beloit's 3rd hit of the day. And he's got 1 of them. So
maybe
he's got 2 of the 3 hits for Beloit.
Maybe the message in that dugout is
Sure. All right, so yep, one runner now would be Herstead. 0 for 2 today. 1 out here in this top of the 7th. Stad follows that one to the back screen. Out of play.
You know, going back to our conversation with the umpire on one of the breaks, it's kind of crazy how this league has been as long as like the war days.
Yeah. Well, this is where all the buddies used to go after.
Yeah.
Fighting. They used to go find themselves at the Legion post. Is that one is followed the back? So 0-2 now.
This league could be anybody in high school though, right?
Yeah.
So this is essentially freshman through senior. There's some guy. I mean, Espinoza on base. I mean, he's.
So Van Sickle looks over at first.
He's a youngin.
Yeah, Espinoza takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Misses low. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And this Beloit team's been to state 28 times, and 27 times, I beg your pardon, in their history. That's how long this league's been a thing, and Watertown looking for their 8th. Hopefully, for them, they can hold on, but...
Pitch is high and away, ball 2. Yeah, Beloit, you said 27
yeah.
times. Man.
Would have been 28 if they somehow can find a way today, but...
They need to rattle off a big comeback in this game and then win the next game. But hey, if you can rattle off a big comeback in this game, you could really find yourself in hopes, as that one's popped up, skyrocketed in the air, right field. That one's carrying against the wall. It'll be caught out there by Shower.
Or about the view.
That one kept going a little bit there for a minute. You kind of thought, hey, if that gets a little bit of wind, could that fly out of here? So 2 away now, as Watertown is an out away from going to state.
About to start that party soon here.
The Legion Post is going to have a great night.
And they're going to be on this network again next week if they hold on, or whoever holds on in this game.
You get to be on Zaleski Sports next week. You should be excited.
They get to be in the house again, and it gets to be streamed, right? Like on video instead of radio.
Easton Underhill now.
It's one of the...
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
It's one of the perks of having Zaleski cover state, right? You get to actually watch the team.
Yeah.
Play.
No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one missed. Oh, in their first strike, so now 0-2. Oh. So Watertown 1 strike away from setting themselves a little bit north. 0-2 pitch.
Kind of curious.
And Sickle sets. Here's the pitch. That one's ripped to right field. That's down a base hit. 2 on here for Beloit here in the 7th.
And they said we don't want to be done just yet.
So they said, hold your horses.
We got 1 more out to play, he said. But you know what they say, and it's just like, it's just like any level of baseball, right?
Yeah.
The last out's always the hardest.
It is. It'd be interesting, like, if you could see Beloit scratch across a couple of runs here, but, first and second, 2 outs. Walenga, the hitter now.
Sure, Van Sickle is going to run this through as long as he can.
Oh, I would too, but if that one misses ball 1.
You get bases loaded and somehow you could clear the bases, you cut the lead in half. And you might have to start about getting an arm loose in that bullpen, which nobody's up yet, which obviously you don't need to yet, being up 6.
Ball, no strikes. That one's popped up in the air. Foul territory to the catcher, and he can't get there. Just a couple feet away from starting to bust it, heading to Marshfield.
I was going to bring that up. I'm kind of curious how far that drive would be.
Yeah, from here, you'd think you got to go past Beaver Dam probably, because you're not taking the normal freeway. You're probably, or else you're going I-39, which I heard is a mess right now.
It's a 2.5-hour drive from here.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So they'll be getting a little bit of a drive up there.
On Walenga. Here's the pitch. He misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just have to head up that Dells Highway, right? Or
well, it's
the one something else, right?
A little bit east of the Dells. There's that one called I-39. I took it up north last year, but I heard it's really constructed right now. Is that one swinging a miss, strike 2. Throw on to first. It stopped at the legs. And no throw over to third base, but Espinoza gets to move to third.
Down their last strike, though.
So first and third now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And I hear the outfielders telling Van Sickle, 1 pitch. That's all you need. He had the ball. Oh, wow. I was going to say, he kind of came off the base. I was like, he had the ball. He would have been out.
Try to get him with the hidden ball trick, huh?
Wow. Wow, this Wacitas is like, he likes to play games over there. He's running all over the place with the baseball. He won't give it back to the pitcher. Here's the pitch. That was ripped in the air. Center field. This will do it. Hurchin underneath it. Makes the catch. And Watertown is heading to state. Watertown post 189. Let the party begin. They are heading to Marshfield. They will head to state for the 8th time this year. Coming up in a little bit, most likely after the awards ceremony, will be our interview, Nasonville Dairy postgame show. And our player of the game is going to be, I think we're going to give it to Cashin. Pitched a pretty good game. 6 1/3. 2 hits. 4 strikeouts. Kept Beloit scoreless. So Watertown gets the win here 6-0. They are heading to state here for the 8th time. They will be on Zaleski Sports next week for those Watertown fans watching. You can follow their coverage at state. So I will head out to the field. We'll probably have a award ceremony first before I get out there. But 6-0 win for Watertown. Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up next after this on Zaleski Sports. Test. Yep. All right. I'm gonna see if I can get him before the.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Back here for the awards ceremony here. We're about to begin the interview with Matt Peck and the Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game after this, but first, I believe they're going to do some team awards and some team pictures that you see on camera right now, but we'll get the post-game interview underway shortly, and we'll be right back right after this on Zaleski Sports.
All right. I'll just start with you then. All right, back here on the Nasonville Dairy post-game show here with Rich Perdone, the head coach of the Watertown Post 189. Coach, why don't you first kind of get our network familiar with the Watertown Post 189? What's it all about?
Say your question again. I didn't hear your question.
Oh, just tell us about the Watertown Post 189 first before we get into the game.
Yeah. Well, Post 189 has been around a long time. I've been coaching this team for about 20 years, and it's been 20 years since we went to the state tournament. Every year we have a good program here, and it's just all about the players. You know, it's just all about the players. Good program. I got good assistant coaches, and that's the bottom line. The bottom line is that the players that we got, they're committed, and they come to play every day.
So, Coach, now we'll go into this game. So now you went 3-0 in the regional. You know, you got to win over these Beloit squad the other day, run roll, then you beat Oconomowoc, and now you beat Beloit again. Just tell me about kind of like what went through to win all those games, because, you know, it had been difficult. Obviously, this Beloit team played you better today than they did on Tuesday. So just tell me what it was like to keep the team together.
Well, it's all about defense. You've seen the kind of ball that we can play. I don't think we had any errors today, and that's what we do. We try to minimize our mistakes, and the mistakes that we make, we try to learn from them and then recover from them. It is how do we recover from the mistakes that we make? And that's the key to these kids. They go out there and give you every effort they got, and that's all we ask for them.
Yeah, so you're heading to Marshfield next week for the state tournament. Just tell me what's going to take to keep these guys together. You know, they played a good, you know, regional here. Just tell me what's going to take to be successful up in Marshfield.
Well, I think it starts with leadership. Davis, Cashin, the Hurchin boys, just everybody. Everybody steps in and tries to be leadership, but mostly Davis. Davis is our workhorse. He's probably the greatest player that I've had in a long time. He just gives you every ounce that you have. You've seen how he was out on the hill today. He didn't have his best game, but he was just gritty. He's a gritty player.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Congratulations on heading to Marshfield. Now we'll get our Nasonville Dairy postgame show player of the game here, I should say. Nasonville Dairy player of the game, Davis Cashin. Davis, just tell me, you know, you pitched 6 1/3 today. You know, unfortunately, you had to get taken out because of the pitch count limit, but just tell me about how it was. You kept 0 runs on the scoreboard. You know the walks were a little bit high, but, you know, you had a great defense behind you to keep some of those innings going.
Yeah, when I didn't have, like, my best stuff and I threw on the first game, and so I was hanging a little bit, but we play really good defense, and we can get through that long when I'm walking guys is always good.
Okay, so, you know, you guys are heading to Marshfield next week at the state tournament. You know, it's a long ride. You know, it's 8th state appearance yet, but just tell me, like I asked Coach, what's going to take to keep you guys together next week? You know, you still got a couple more games to get through. You want to try to bring home the championship. What's it going to take?
If we just keep playing like we are, we've won a lot of games in a row here. So if we just keep playing well, hitting the ball well, and playing good defense, I think we'll be okay.
All right, here you go. So you're going to take the mic. You're going to look at that camera. You're going to say your first and last name. I'm in the house. I'll get out of the way.
I'm Davis Cashin. I'm in the house.
Perfect. Thank you. Congratulations on going to state.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right, so Watertown gets to win here 6-0. They win this regional 3-0. Closest game they played today. You know, they won a 11-1 game, a 12-2 game over Oconomowoc and this same Beloit squad. But we'll be back next week. Me and Elijah will have Milwaukee Baseball Club All-Star game from American Family Field. But Elijah's here on Saturday for soccer, All-Star Soccer for the Wisconsin Soccer Coaches Association. He'll be here first, and then he'll be with me next week. So there we go. So we're not done yet for the summer, but we'll see you after this. Matt Peck, Elijah Vinksla is signing off here from Watertown. Wow, Watertown.